So I wanted to just do a video and hang out with you guys for a minute, and also hopefully create some urgency in you right now to really take advantage of where you're at. You may not even know, how good of a place that you are in right now. And so I'm hoping this video will let you know that and give you a sense of urgency to really spend the next, 12, even 24 months just focusing on building what can really set yourself free and your family free and create generational wealth for what you do over the next 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, even 24 months. You can set up yourself and your family and generations of people based on what is happening. I'm not one of those people who, talks about, this company is going to do this or this company is going to do that, or we're going to be the biggest thing and all of that. I don't have to say that here. LiveGood is already the fastest growing company in the history of the industry. LiveGood is already doing things that no company has ever done, and no company is certainly doing right now. We're doing, anywhere from 3,000 to 7,000 paid members every single day. In 6 months, we've brought in over 400,000 people. And by the end of the year, over the next 6 months, we are going to have 1 million paid members inside of this company, inside of this community. That has never been done, not even close. There are companies that have been around for decades who do not have the membership base that we have, who aren't providing paychecks at the rate that we are providing paychecks. And, it sort of brings me to one of the points of doing this video is from a business standpoint. Sometimes you've got to separate whatever, emotion you may have or, attachment you may have to something else, and focus for a little while on what's actually producing results. And there is not anything on the planet right now in this industry, in the direct sales or network marketing. I don't even really call LiveGood's not network marketing, because what we've done at LiveGood is we've taken the best part of network marketing, leverage, right? The ability to, build communities together and help each other create wealth, help each other create paychecks, help each other basically. So they've kept that part of it, but they've removed all of the stuff that kind of stinks about network marketing. They removed the auto ships. They removed these big startup packs. They removed, these weird, compensation plans where you only get paid for like 4 people after you build an organization of, thousands of people. They've removed all of the stuff that everybody doesn't like about network marketing, including allowing you to have products that not overpaying for stuff that people can get anywhere on the market. Our membership allows us to get stuff at 50 to 80% off. So now we can go to people and we can actually feel good about saying, hey, even if they're not like business-minded people, hey, I know you're taking a greens product. I was taking a greens product too, and now I'm saving, 60, 80 bucks a month just on that. So we can actually feel good about what we're offering to, our friends, our family, and the global community at large. We can go out and feel good about what we're offering outside of the business. And I'll talk about that in a second. But what we're doing here as a company has never been done. And what we're doing here as a company and as a business, if you're focused on, building income, creating more income, creating long-term residual wealth for yourself, for your family, for generations, there is no better place to put your time than right here for the next 6 months, the next 12 months, the next 18 months, even up to the next 24 months. And I'm not saying that out of hype. I'm not saying that out of, oh, I believe this company's going to do this, or I believe this company's going to do that. I'm saying this out of, we are smashing records, sales records that have stood the test of time for decades. Nobody has come close to what we're doing. So from a business standpoint, it does not make sense to focus on anything else. So remove any emotion that you have, remove any attachment that you have. Listen, I know that there are people in this community who are building different things, and that's fine. I'm not here to tell you not to, to build what you want to build. But I'm telling you, if you truly want to create long-term, residual, passive income, if you want to create income over the next 6 months, 12 months, 18 months that pays you for the next 6 years, 12 years, 18 years, then focus on live good and live good only. And again, I'm not saying, give up everything else that you're doing forever. I'm saying give your focus here for a set amount of time and really put all of your time, your resources, your energy, everything that you can into live good over the next 6, 12, 18 months. Because based on what we're already seeing, it will change your life long term. This membership model is not going away. We absolutely started a revolution. If you look around, guys, if you look around at Costco, at Netflix, at Amazon, at Walmart, there are companies. There's a movie company that Bob posted in our chat the other day. A movie company is charging like $18 a month to go and see movies. Membership communities, membership marketing, memberships are where it's at. That's what people want, to pay less and get more. And that's where we're at right now. So you've got to take advantage of that. And that's not going to go away. But from a business standpoint, from a conversion standpoint, nobody is out converting Live Good. From lead to sale, nobody is out converting Live Good anywhere in the industry, anywhere. And it's not even close. Most sales conversions are up front, anywhere from like 1 to 5 or 6%. Live Good company wide, and this is after almost 500,000 people have actually paid. And so over 1 million people have come through this sales process, right? 30%, over 30% of anybody who comes in through this process becomes a paid member. Industry standard is 1 to 5 or 6%, and that 5 or 6% is usually like, smaller ticket, book funnels and stuff like that. We are converting at 30% company wide. I was looking at my numbers the other day, actually just yesterday. I'm converting at over 81%. 81% of the people who take the tour here become paid members, usually in 7 days or less. And it's picking up. I'm starting to get sales on a daily basis, just out of the blue. People that I wasn't connecting with. I wasn't, I didn't know they were even paying attention to me. People out of the blue are just coming to me now, finding me, and getting started in Live Good, because Live Good is out there. People aren't looking anymore. They aren't thinking about it anymore. They aren't wondering, well, is this business actually going to be as good as they say? Because again, I'm not a hype guy. I don't say this is going to be, right? This is going to be, this is going to be. This already is. And so this conversation that I'm having with you right now is based on what's already happening. And if we flatlined for the rest of the year, we would hit 1 million members. And there's no evidence at all that we are going to flatline. We continue to spike up and up and up and up and up. We continue to do, over 25,000 paid members every single week, like clockwork, and it's not slowing down. So we're out converting every single other offer in the marketplace by far. Okay. But what does that mean in terms of, actually producing paychecks for people? Well, we are producing more paychecks by far than any other company in the industry. We are creating over 5,000 brand new paychecks every single week. We are creating multiple 6-figure earners every single week. We're talking about a business that for the year costs $140. We are creating multiple 6-figure earners every single week on something that you'll spend more on going to a fast food restaurant. It's just crazy. So you can't make more for less anywhere else in the industry. We are creating more paychecks than anywhere else in the industry. So we're out converting. We are creating actual real results, right? In paychecks, people want to know, are you getting a real result? It wouldn't matter if we were converting, a penny at a time and never was actually creating paychecks. We are creating over 5,000 paychecks every single week and multiple six-figure earners every single week on a business, on a membership. The membership costs 33 cents a day. But I want you to think about something. That's the membership, and the membership is the product. To be an actual part of this business, it costs you $40 one time. $40 one time to be a part of the Live Good business. And that's creating this massive, massive amount of success. But again, you can be in Live Good for the entire year for $140, and people are creating success like never before. So from a business standpoint, this is the easiest thing to convert. This has the best conversions. It has the best results. Why would you focus anywhere else? If your goal was to create the result of more income in your life so that you can, do the things that you want to do with the people that you want to do them with and serve the people, communities, and causes that speak to your heart, there is no better option. And that's why I'm saying, if you give Live Good your focus for the next 6 months, the next 12 months, the next 18 months, this is the one thing that can pay you for the next 6 years, 12 years, 18 years. You can be one of those, we used to call it in the industry mailbox money, right? When you still got stuff in the mail, which we don't really anymore, except for junk mail on the occasional bill that's not already on, auto ship. But we used to call it mailbox money because you used to get checks every single month, like clockwork, on work that you had done, a little bit ago. But now there are people in this industry who, for example, have been getting six-figure paychecks on a monthly basis for work that they did decades ago. This is going to be the company that does that at mass, on a grand scale. You have never had the opportunity, I promise you, because I've been doing this for 20 years and nothing has ever been in existence like this. So you have probably never had the opportunity that you have right now in terms of timing to be able to spend like 6 months, again, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months of super focused effort on one thing and set yourself free for the rest of your life. And not just you. This is something that can produce for your family for the decades. And again, it's not like what might happen. It's what's happening right now. 6 months of focused effort, 12 months of focused effort, 18 months of focused effort will set you free. It will set you free. That's what's happening right now. 6 months of focused effort has produced. That's why we're getting multiple six-figure earners every single week. And that's why we have a person who has had a $100,000 month inside of 6 months. The results are here and they're happening, and it's easier than the results are I don't like to say things are easy, but the conversions and the results are better than anything else out there in the industry by far. And so it doesn't make sense to focus on anything else but this. Just based on math, based on numbers, not hype, not anything like that, based on math. And the other thing is that if you think about our products, the cool thing about what we're doing here with this membership marketing model is you can't lose. You can't lose. And more importantly, here's why we have retention. That's over 96%. 96% of the people who were here 6 months ago are still here. Here's why we have that retention. Is because you can't lose. It's impossible to lose with this membership. If you used it one time, it can pay for itself every single month. I used it one time, and it paid for my entire yearly membership. This membership saves me over $140 a month on stuff that I was already buying. So what does that mean? If I never, ever built a business here, ever, if I never, brought in any customers, if I never brought any affiliate partners in, if I just was using the membership, this membership gave me over $140 of cash flow every single month. So this business, LiveGood is paying me outside of the business opportunity. LiveGood is paying me $140 a month to be here because that's what I was spending in addition when I was getting products outside of LiveGood. Now I'm getting better products. Now I have $140 more every single month. That's additional cash flow, no matter what I do. And so you can go out there with confidence. You can go out there and feel good about, what you're offering, because if the customers you bring in used it just a single time, if they use it one time, they're going to get that back. Any one product inside of the membership will save them more than the $10 they're spending a month. Any one product. So it's a win, win, win. Everybody wins here at LiveGood, no matter what happens. Whether you're building it or using it as, just as for the products, everybody wins. Customers, affiliates, everybody is winning. And you can go out there with confidence. You can go out there and feel good. I used to be, and the reason I left this industry, over 10 years ago is probably about, when was that? It was 11 years ago when I left, and I said, I'm never coming back, and I'm never doing a nutritional, never doing anything that even looks like network marketing, because I was paying almost $200 a month just so I could create a paycheck for myself for products that just kept stacking up. Now I take my products don't stack up here, but listen, if I ordered Super Reds, for example, and I just, I wasn't taking it, I forgot or whatever, it's not going to keep coming to me and they're not going to keep charging me. I don't have to have Super Reds again until I decide and I go out and buy it. So you've got a real business with a real membership that makes sense to people. You don't have to go to people and say, well, get this, all they're getting is a protein shake, for example, or all they're getting is CBD, for example. And it's like, well, it's going to cost you $150 a month, but you'll get your CBD or you'll get your shake. Well, what happens when they don't use it? It starts piling up and piling up and piling up. And then they're looking in the pantry one day and they're like, wow, I'm wasting $150 a month on something I don't even use. Now you can go to somebody and say, listen, it doesn't matter how often you use this membership. If you need protein, go get it. You'll pay less. If you need your CBD, go get it. It's like 80% less. If you need your greens, go get them. They're like, 75% less. It makes sense as a product. And it makes a ton of sense as a business. Nothing makes more sense than what we're doing here at LiveGood. Nothing. And if you think so, come to me, bring me numbers, and tell me what you're doing that makes more sense financially than LiveGood. But be prepared to give me some amazing numbers, because literally the numbers we're seeing here have never been seen. So I would be shocked if you could show me something that cost people less, that made people more, that got results faster than what we're doing here. Companies don't produce multiple six-figure earners every single week less than 6 months into a business. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen for companies that are 6 years old, 10 years old, 20 years old. And that's why right now we are out producing companies. We have more paid members here than companies that have been in existence for decades. We're producing more results here financially than companies who have been in existence for decades. We're 6 months into this power line in this matrix. What we're doing here is unprecedented. I talk about this a lot. Here's the normal scale, right? LiveGood is, you can't see it. It's its own universe, the numbers we're seeing here. And so based on what we're doing right now, this is my urgency call to you. You don't have to forever stop everything else you've ever wanted to do. But I'm telling you, if you want to create a business that will set you free, that you can work for the next, really just work your face off for the next 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, and benefit for, 6 years, 18 years, this is the place to be based on real numbers that are happening right now. So I'm urging you to focus. If you've kind of been just kind of sitting and you got in and maybe you were waiting for spill, or, maybe you weren't sure about it, or maybe you've got other things going on. I want you to take some time and look at what else you have going on. And is that producing the result that you want in your life? If you're building something else, does it convert at 30, 70? We've got people converting at 90%. I convert at 81%. Does what you're doing convert over 30% of leads to customers inside of a week? If it doesn't, what are you doing? Does your company, whatever you're building, your product, your service, whatever, is it producing real paychecks for more than 5,000 people every single week? Is it producing multiple six-figure earners every single week? And does it cost less than $140 for the entire year? You cannot compare anything you're doing to this. And that's why I'm doing this video, because maybe you didn't realize it. It started to hit me, when Tim Miller had his, he did close to $100,000 a month, and now he's pretty much at that $100,000 a month. But it hit me, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? Here's a guy who built a business from a government phone in at a hotel somewhere that he never even tells anybody where he's at. He builds a $100,000 a month business for less than $140 a year total. It's just that started to really hit me. And then we started, now we're getting multiple six-figure earners every single week. We're paying 5,000 people every single week, brand new people every single week. We continue to convert at 30% lead to sale. I continue to convert over 80% lead to sale. We've got people who are doing 90%, but 30% all alone after, over 1 million people have come through is astounding. It's amazing. It's incredible. It's unheard of. So this is my call to action to you. Focus for the next 6, 12, 18 months. If there's something I can do to help you, or this team can do to help you, please let us know. I don't want you to miss this. We are in a special, special, special place. 24 months from now is going to be a little bit harder to do what we're doing right now. But right now, you can focus here for 6 months and set yourself free for a decade. Turn 6 months into a decade's worth of income. You can do that right now based on where you're at, your positioning in this company. If you've ever wanted to be first, if you've ever wanted to be in that massive momentum phase, you're in it. Now is the time to take advantage. Focus. Focus on LiveGood for a little bit. Focus just for 6 months and see what happens. Do nothing else except work your face off for 6 months at LiveGood and see what happens. I promise you'll want to work for another 6 months, and then another 6 months, and 18 months in, it won't matter. You'll be free. It won't matter. You'll be free. And that's what it's all about. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I'm hoping that it will light a fire under you to give you some urgency and let you know exactly where you're at in the history of this company and exactly what that means to you for the future of your life. Love God, love people. If you need help, please, please, please reach out. Talk soon.